A friend of mine obtained this item from a family member, where it has remained on top of a fireplace for several years. It is made of brass, is relatively lightweight, and measures approximately 100 millimeters in length. He believes it may be a component of a horse's bridle or possibly from a ship. The opposite side is symmetrical, suggesting that something may have been attached to both sides at the center. We have attempted to search online, but have had difficulty finding a similar item. Any ideas what this thing is? A Tibetan Buddhist vajra, basically a holy symbol. Vajra in Sanskrit, dorje in Tibetan. Goes with a bell but is not used as a striker. Used in Vajrayana practices, the bell, symbolizing wisdom, is rung in the left hand while vajra, symbolizing method, is held in right. I found this in an older relative's attic. Looks like a spoon-washed scoop made of brass circle is 3 inches diameter with a Halloween-style cat and hook port on top. I've searched across many corners of the internet to try to identify this thing and have asked people in my family who may have interacted with it to no avail. Any idea what it could be? It's tea caddy spoon. I bought a house and I found an object hanging approximately 7 feet high in the shop. It is made of white, milky glass and has a diameter of about 7 inches. There is no electrical connection to it. Appears that it was made to hang, but for what? Any ideas? It's an antique smoke bell, suspended over a light fixture with an open flame to prevent the smoke from staining the ceiling. I acquired it from Goodwill as a decorative piece for my betta tank. It is green and features 3 side openings, along with one at the top. The item is quite heavy and has an inscription on the bottom that I am unable to decipher. The interior is completely smooth and lacks any additional features. I attempted a reverse image search and explored various images, but it has not yielded any helpful results. Any ideas what this thing is? This is cigarette or cigar holder to lay it down while lit. You rest lit cigarettes in the side openings and the smoke comes out of the chimney at the top. I found a copper alloy object buried in our garden in southwestern Germany. It measures 55 millimeters in length and weighs 28 grams. The object is hollow on one end and has a closed top that resembles a pin mark. It does not have insulation or a hex head, indicating that it is unlikely to be a glow plug. Any ideas what this thing is? The size, the coarse threads, and the primer on picture 3 has been struck by a firing pin. Yell igniter for some kind of explosive ordnance. This is the specific piece sits between the firing pin and the igniter charge. In the full assembly, the igniter charge would rest on the lengthwise grooves inside a cardboard tube. The M2 mine had many variations and was widely used in World War II. A close friend of my deceased father, a retired military EOD specialist who served alongside him for a time. I sent him some pictures and discussed it over Zoom yesterday evening. He confirmed that the device is inert and harmless, with the sieve-like structure being only dirt. It's completely hollow inside. He also has a theory about how this part ended up in our garden. The house and garden are located in southwest Germany near the Siegfried Line, or Westwall in German, close to an old artillery bunker site about 1 to 2 kilometers away. After the French occupied this area post-war, they demolished nearly all the bunkers, often filling them with unexploded ordnance or stockpiles they found before blowing them up. The debris scattered across a wide radius. While hiking in the nearby forest, you can still find large concrete parts hundreds of meters from the site. What is still unclear to me, why this piece shows a mark from the firing pin, yet is still in such good shape and missing other components. I found this item among older agricultural equipment and suspect it may be related to army tent components. It is made of solid brass, measuring 4.5 inches in length, with an outer diameter of 1.375 inches and an inner diameter of 1.125 inches, featuring a hook hole of 0.6 inches. One side has a dimple, opposite a 1/8 inch set screw hole. There appears to be some small debris inside, which resembles a wooden pole. The text on the item reads, "Trojan Sure Grip." Anyone know what this is? It's wood loading pole C. Hook made for explosives, made of hard, durable bronze for added strength and to provide non-sparking material. I found rusted metal knobs buried in the ground in Edinburgh. Each knob measures approximately 0.5 inches in diameter, while each chain link is about 6 inches in length. The metal knobs are affixed to plates that appear to be components of what resembles links in an oversized bicycle chain extending down into the earth. Additionally, there are 2 parallel tracks that align with the natural contours of the land. Any ideas what this thing is? It's antique tractor or bulldozer tracks. Knobs could be for rubber pads. Upon moving in, we discovered this item in the garage, and I am uncertain of its purpose. It is a red beveled disc made of heavy steel, featuring measurements on both sides. 1 7/8 inch to 2 inches on one side, and 2 5/16 inch on the other. I attempted to conduct a Google search using the pictures I have, but I was unable to find anything that matched. Any ideas what this thing is? It's a trailer lock.
So really, why would you use this? Well, here's my theory, and if anybody knows any different, please let me know. But here's the thought process. You put this in here, then you lock it, right? Now, just keeping in mind that thieves are lazy, okay? They don't want to get caught, messing with the lock or nothing like that. They just want to pull up and take it away. So imagine if this wasn't here and you're a thief, you don't want to get caught messing with a lock or breaking a lock.
I found a small device encased in a red, possibly artificial leather covering in Germany. The dimensions are approximately 7 by 5 centimeters or 2.7 by 1.9 inches for the casing. The material appears to be primarily black plastic with some metal components. There is a small lid on the top that opens, revealing only an angled metal plate inside. The previous owner was a musician, although I am uncertain if this is relevant to the device. It seems there is no means of supplying power, suggesting it likely operates mechanically. The words Actino and WE are inscribed on it. I did not investigate WE as it seemed unproductive. However, I searched for Actino, which returned results related to software, dental supplies, and a biosupplements company, none of which appear to be the manufacturer of this device. I have no information on whether this company is still operational. Any idea what it could be? This is an old external light meter for photography. You set your ISO ASA through the conversion to DN with the table, the aperture size f and shutter time, and the needle at the bottom should show you how much light gets through with those settings. It might require batteries, though some work directly on light. You use it to figure out what settings to use to get a well-exposed photo with an older camera that doesn't have a light meter built in.